So hello and welcome back to Test Drive Thursday. Today we're taking a look at the Scania T of the new generation Scania. Doesn't this thing look absolutely epic? So let's get started by taking a look at all of the customization. Okay, so here we are inside the configurator. So if we go over to cabin, as you can see, only one, the top line S. Chassis, we've got 4 to choose from. Now to me, it does feel a little bit dodgy, this mod, in some places. Like here, we don't have an image there. It does work, but it does sort of lag between. It doesn't feel polished, if you get what I mean. But I think going for the 6x2 tag lift is the best option, even though when you put the wheel up it does go through the arch there, but yeah, you get these really nice sort of storage boxes here, the tread plating on the back, the 730 on the fifth wheel. I just think it's finished off really well and it looks superb, so definitely go for that. It's the most sort of finished option, because when you come over here you can sort of put those on there, but it's never going to look as good. Yeah, you can see how sort of laggy it is. It's not the smoothest mods, I suppose you could say, but yeah, I'll just go for that. It's the most finished. And then you got the engine, only one to choose from. That's why it's got 730 written on there that you can't change, but it's not really much to complain about. A Euro 6 V8 with 3,500 Newton meters of torque. It's a pretty powerful engine. Got 2 gearboxes. You'll be mad to go without retarder. I'm not sure why anyone would go without the retarder. Interior, now you have to ignore the pink bit. When you're outside it's fine, but I think it might be one of my interior mods that I've got for the Scania, standard Scania S and R, that's sort of doing that. But yeah, sadly only one interior option, and that interior option they picked is the wood with the brown leather. I mean, why didn't they go for the V8 interior? Because it's got the V8 engine and everything, so why didn't they go for that? But I have noticed they have added the Scania emblem on the headrest, which is a nice little addition. Onto the exterior paint job. I've gone for this really nice metallic colour I've made up. I think it looks absolutely epic on this truck. But you do have a few standard ones in here. Yellow's not too bad. And then you've got a custom standard colour and then a skinnable one, if you see what I mean. But yeah, nice range then. Now this is where I feel the mod is let down. You can only add some bull bars, and then you've got some lights down here which will probably get knocked off within 5 minutes. I have no idea what that does. It's just got paint. It looks like you can change the wheel on the inside, but it doesn't show on the inside. You can only choose from these. And when you get outside, it's really bad sort of aliasing on this wheel. I mean, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's really annoying. It's almost like an Alcantara finish. But yeah, no, well, you can get the wood, that'll match that I suppose, but I'll probably just go for the exclusive or standard. What else have we got? You got the wheels, and that's pretty much it. Nothing too much to add. You can add a bar up here if you want, with some little additions. I mean, these lights, I'll show you when we get outside. I believe they do come with this mod actually, but they're so high quality, especially these Hella illuminators, and you can even get it so it matches the paint. I mean, look how awesome that is. I love when mods do that. So cool. But yeah, I'm not going to show you a time lapse of me building this truck to my specs. It'll be a very short time lapse, but I'll see you outside when I've done so. Okay, so here we are, all fully configured, and I've went to go and get a trailer. We're just at the chassis factory in Sodatalia. But yeah, we're outside now. I've gone for a yellow colour scheme this time. I think it just... You have to go with a metallic, because the lines on this truck are absolutely epic. Really sort of sharp, aggressive. And just look how wide the sort of wheel arches are. I mean, it just looks absolutely awesome. And then I've just also doing some intro shots. When you sort of get down to a sort of weird angle, that it almost looks like the normal cab over, but yeah, just not quite. But yeah, I just love the look of it. Also the bonnet, you can see how sort of the sculpture of it, it's really sort of indented. It's a lot like, reminds me of a Range Rover bonnet, a lot the way it goes up at the edges, and then it sort of swoops around the window and around. It looks really nice. Really do like this, especially with all the lights sort of reflecting off the paintwork. They look really cool. The massive exhaust stacks, all the lights at the back, which are do they work? Hang on, let me just turn the ignition on. No, I don't think they do. I think they're just tail lights. Only reverses at the back. But yeah, the lights are really nice as well. If you turn the hazards on, they're really high quality. No sort of side indicator, I've noticed, which is a bit weird. You've got the main lights there. I was going to show you these, wouldn't I? The Hella, sorry if I'm knocking the microphone, I have to stretch over it. The Hella illuminators, these are really good. I won't get too close, but when I turn them off, just look how high quality they are and how high res. When I turn them on, look at that, really good. And then you got the two Michelin men up there. All works really well. Even the yellow on the Michelin man works with it. Yellow, black and chrome. I just really do like the look of it. And then when you get on the inside, it's got all the sort of same interior, apart from the Scania logo on the headrest, which I like. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've also noticed he's changed the mirrors, but they're not quite done right, because as you can see, they're not live, or they sort of pause when you get to here. It's like an optimization thing, but it's just being placed wrong. They do it on that side as well. Don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard to see when you're not moving, but yeah, that's a bit of an issue. The rest of it is just the standard Scania S and R in here. Range doesn't look that good, 1,000 miles. We got basically 600 litres pretty much of fuel, so not too bad. But just listen to this on startup. It sounds absolutely epic. You get those beeps that aren't standard on the other Scania, which is nice. And you may sort of think that this is a standard V8 sound, but I can tell that it's been tuned slightly. It's a lot more, it's got a lot louder volume, and it just sounds a little bit more throaty. You can hear that sort of turbo whine almost. Hear it more on the inside. Let's just go up here. So it sounds epic. Sounds epic, looks epic. Listen to that. I really like that sort of whip sound it makes. Really cool. It's got a lot of character, this truck. But yeah, let's put it in drive. Now it does sadly have the slow automatic gearbox, which is a bit annoying. It would be nice if there was an option for the dual clutch 6, and I am still running the mod from last week's test drive Thursday to see if that would work, but sadly it doesn't look like it does. But yeah, at least we got a V8 and it sounds awesome, even at sort of low speeds like this. the sound it makes is really, really cool. But from in here, I feel like you do sit a little bit lower than you do in the normal Scania. I'll see if we can find one to park next to when we get to Stockholm. I believe we're dropping off at the Scania dealer, so we'll be able to do that. But yeah, you definitely do feel lower, and it's kind of hard to see where the sort of front of the truck is. I always find that with I forgot what they call them. Is it like bull nose trucks or something? Oh, the AI in this game. So listen to that whine. Sounds really cool. Let's take a left here. Oh, the AI! Stop it! Honestly, look, and they go when you pull out. What is that all about? They're honestly getting worse. Right, looks like we're back on the move, just about. But yeah, it's really smooth to drive this. I just wish we did have a little bit more visibility out the front, because it is quite hard to sort of position it on the road. Still turns in really nicely, as you would expect. And if anything, it feels a little bit more stable because of the longer wheelbase. I just can't get over the looks of it. I think it looks really cool because it's quite slanted, the front of it. It's like a block of cheese really in this colour, I suppose. But it's really angular. So cool. I just wish with this mod they added a little bit more customization, because at the minute you can't really do much apart from change of the colour. They could definitely do a lot more with the interior, offer more interior customization, because I haven't really seen anyone do that on like a Scania mod. I mean, RGL doesn't really do it, so it'd be cool to see that. Exterior, add a lot more options, make it sort of comparable to the RGL Scania mods, because nobody's really done it so far for the new gen Scania. And it's really cool that we've got the T in, because I really do like these trucks. They're so different, and they're realistic to sort of see on European roads, because you can obviously get a mod that enables all the American Truck Simulator trucks in this game, but that's not realistic to see. This is realistic to see. In fact, I think it was the other week I actually saw like the previous gen Scania T sort of driving around, so you definitely do see them. It's quite a rare sight, but you do get to see them. Don't know if you can see that mirror glitch now. Look at the top left. It's a bit annoying. So there definitely are some bugs that need to be sorted out, but it's very promising, this. I like what they've done to the engine sounds. I like the model itself. The model itself is really good. They don't really need to improve much on that, apart from when you've got it in a darker colour, the panels seem all dented and sort of not straight. So I think they need to be smoothed out a little bit. But other than that, this mod is superb. I'm just trying to get used to sort of where the front of the truck is. I mean, it seems like I'm really close to that, but I'm not really. Right, where do they want this? There. Okay, that's going to be a problem, I think. Oh, there's no new Scanias about. That's a shame. Oh, that's alright. I thought we were going to have to go really close to the guy in front, but no, we're alright. So let's unload. Excellent. Only 20 miles. Right, let's just park up to one of these guys over here. I love all the beeping sounds, it's so cool. You'll sort of see what I mean when I pull up over here. Obviously turning circles not as good. What is that sticking out? You see that? It's like the way they've modelled the brake, it sort of clips in with the wheel. I've not seen a bug like that before. That's another little thing that needs to be fixed. Don't know, I'm going to get close to this guy. I might go over here, in fact. Park next to him. It just feels massive. Well, maybe you don't. You get the impression that you sit slightly lower. And I don't know, I think it's maybe due to like the maybe high window line, but yeah, I think you actually do sit slightly higher. Or compared to the old gen anyway, I'm sure the new won't be much different. Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, there we go. If you have enjoyed that video, please do give me a like, subscribe for more. The link to this mod is in the mod spreadsheet, and the link to the mod spreadsheet is in the description. Now it is 2.1 gigabytes for some reason. It's a massive mod, so it does take a while to sort of download and get installed and everything, but once you're in here it's pretty good. So there we go. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Goodbye.